Hello and welcome once again to our channel. Today we are going to talk about martial arts or combat as shown in the movies. I have recently seen several cases of people injuring themselves while trying to mimic action movie heroes. Most martial arts movies show martial artists throwing full contact punches with bare knuckles and suffering no damage. This isn't real. Your knuckles are fragile and break easily. If you're not careful, you could suffer from a boxer's fracture. The skin on your hands can also tear easily from friction, causing you to bleed. It also shows people doing flashy techniques and engaging in long combat bouts. If you're skilled in the movies, you should be able to evade, dodge, block, and counterattack all attacks in the film fight. This isn't how the real world most skilled person operates. Someone who does all this fancy stuff is considered the least capable person in martial arts. The most skilled martial artist is the person who can end combat in an instant. The threat is over if you could knock your opponent out in the first punch. It saves you a lot of time and energy. The majority of martial arts movies give the idea you'll be able to sense someone coming up from behind with martial arts training. In reality, it's not the same. There will always be a blind spot. If you're not mindful of your surroundings, you could get hit from behind. It will be only luck if the blows aren't fatal, or you'd be dead. In most movies, you suffer little to no damage when hit. In actuality, that's not the case. If you get punched in the head, you could suffer a concussion and get knocked out or die from blood loss. If you get hit in the eye, you could get a swollen eye or bleed from your eyebrow. The blood flowing down your face can make it difficult to see. There is a chance to suffer from broken bones, internal bleeding, bruised or ruptured organs, and the list goes on from hard impacts. Your body is not as strong as illustrated in the movie world. It only takes 7 pounds of force to break a collarbone. Once your collarbone breaks, it will be tough to move your arm. Consider it useless in combat because you'll lose the ability to move your shoulder. One great myth is that you'll always be calm in combat. On screen, most of the time, martial artists are utterly quiet in the fight. That's not how real fighting works. If you engage in combat, you'll get stressed out from the pressure and negative emotions. The more stressed you get, the more it affects your body and mind. Scientists made tests where they found people suffer from tunnel vision, stiff muscles, difficulty breathing, difficulty recalling complex motor skills, difficulty concentrating, and the list goes on and on. Unless you train in stress inoculation, you won't be able to perform your techniques properly. Simply training hard with your techniques isn't going to help you manage stress well in combat. Many styles in martial arts are misrepresented. Perhaps you've seen this stance in the film The Raid 2. This type of combat is usually for training drills in several styles. It's not applicable to combat in the real world. In my view, the height of combat is when two soldiers fight with the intent to kill each other. When these two soldiers are engaged in a hand-to-hand battle, the stance and fancy techniques don't take precedent. It takes specific training to kill or maim an opponent, and it by no means involves flashy moves, not even a stance. The bout's winner is determined by size, agility, using the surroundings, and physical capabilities and not usually the art they have trained in during their training. Authentic martial arts require space and time. In real, they always have lots of room. The opponents only come at you one at a time, in a rush, with some stupid, telegraphed attacks. In real life, you get swarmed. People rush you, they swing sloppy, unaimed punches. If you are genuinely fighting multiple attackers, they don't take turns, and the good guy never gets teeth in his hand or broken bones. He can always recover and has no infections. Real fights are ugly, messy, bloody affairs. They are chaotic. Unpredictable. Even if you win, you will not be unscathed. Combat is about survival, it's not about beating someone up. It's gouging out eyes, biting faces, throat punching. It's terrible. Movies make it seem cool. It isn't. Not at all. So before you start making your fighting goals based on movies, think again. Thank you for watching the video. Please like, subscribe and share to keep us motivated for making more of such content.